Welcome to Suzerain, I think. Suzerain? Sus? Anyway, so dumb. Yeah, anyways, we're gonna be doing this game. I never played it before. Like, it says resume, but I started the game a little bit to see if I'd like it. And, yeah. All the progress I made was answering the first question that it gives you. So... Kingdom of Swordland. Swordland, I guess. You open your eyes to this world you came from. Let's go hard mode and impoverish family in this place. And your parents named Anton, and as the only child of a farmer. Oh wait, my parents named me Anton. I'm Anton, guys. As the only child of a farmer, you spent your childhood among wheat fields. Life was not easy. You were too poor to afford a good education. The Rain family was carrying regardless of the economically dire situation. Your parents always did their best to support you. The years passed. It's 1923 already. During a history class at school, the bell started to ring unexpectedly. You heard a loud commotion outside. As everyone tried to figure out what was going on, the principal announced a historic revolution. The kingdom was no more. The republic was born. Let's think. So 23 minus 8. Don't know exactly, but I don't think I'm that young. After graduating, you passed university exams with high marks. Even though your family was poor, the public education system made it possible to go to university. You had the options to choose between several studies. You choose... I kind of like university. I kind of like history. And it's in my hometown, so history. Okay. During the first year, you attended a lecture of David something. He was a well-known diplomat from foreign ministry. Ooh! And the son of the president. After observing the hall in silence, he explained why realpolitik is important for a successful foreign policy. He argued that a strategy based on practical and material factors would be much more successful in Swordland's ambitions. A question would be taught. Ooh. Soldiers entered the campus in the evening ahead of the first election. Many were in shock as the uniformed men created a security cordon and started arresting teachers. Groups of students started gathering in protest along with your friend. Protest? One of the officers made a loud announcement that echoed through the campus. General Ludin, declare martial law in order to restore your administration. Please stand back and disperse to your rooms. You joined the students, but slowly marched to the large group of soldiers. The soldiers started charging. A student fell and was trampled. Everybody started running away. I'm going to hold my ground. Soldiers beat you. It was a gloomy year. Okay. The coup split the students into groups, caused frequent fights. Torture and imprisonment of any opposing voice became a daily routine in the area. You did not want to stay idle and decided to join. The student council is probably a political debate group, but a human's right group. I want to join the student council because maybe I can rebel against them, and maybe they have some connection to the government. I feel like the human rights is the side I would fight for, but I don't think they would fight. In political debate group, I don't really know what they're planning. Student council. Council focus on increasing the student involvement in the campus along with partaking in the budget. The active participation, you gain bullet management and you get through active part. Okay, so I'm a leader, I guess. Choose a volunteer. You're immediately attracted to. Well, let's see. If I just met her intelligence, maybe her beauty, but not her diligence, because we don't know her that well. So let's go for intelligence. I am not joining the socialists. I like the name, but no, I'm not joining the Red Youth Socialist. It'd be fun because I'm not a socialist, and I want to see what would happen since I'm not one. Maybe I should join the Nationalists or the political organ. We're going as nationalists. I want to overthrow the government and join in the nationalists. The video relayed that the communist general army is fighting amongst themselves. United we stand. You know what? So, united we stand. One nation, one system, one people? No. End the chaos, we want stability? No. United we stand, divided we fall. That's what I want to say. We're Abraham Lincoln, but not as cool. You were marching against Ricard. The students and soldiers supporting the coup gathered a few hundred meters away. Many socialists were among them. You knew something was going to happen. I stay. A massive clash between the two sides as the soldiers began to beat the students. Tanks started rolling forward. I'm gonna save them, but you can't reach it. Dude, is this game gonna make me cry? Clashes escalated into full-blown civil war. The horrors made you isolate yourself for a while. Monica helped you cope, and love grew between the two of you. However, it was a difficult time for love. Chaos must end. He formed United. Yeah, I'll vote for him. After graduation, you kept seeing Monica and noticed her interest to marry. However, a lover. I gotta go to the military. You can't see me because I don't have a face cam, but I was saluting. A devastating civil war broke out in the neighboring country in Wellhand. The distinguished mayor, that guy, ordered you to lead your squad on a border patrol mission. It was a very cold winter night, and when you began marching out of that outpost, I could see my breath. After several hours of marching through the snowy hills, distant noises were heard. Visibility was too low to confirm the sources, and the squad called forward in formation in spot to observe. A group of refugees had made on the border fence. You. Now, this is where it's hard, because I want to let them slip through, but, like, I don't want to get shot. We're going to escort them back, because, yeah. Refugees were in despair and realized you were taking them back to the border. During the process ensued as they were restrained. You delivered them to border guards. Okay. And I let them slip through. I wonder what would happen. You and Monica decided to share your lives together. I don't like Monica, though. You forced me into this game. No. Game, you forced me into this. I want to not do this. I want to It's 1930. I want to overthrow the government. What is this? 1939 is going to come around, and we all know what happens in 1939. You and Monica decided to share your lives together after receiving the blessing from her parents. The ceremony was held. During the same year, you were offered a high-paying job at the governing United Soldierland Party. It was important to start your career on a good foot, so you accepted. Okay, yeah, I want to change the country. I was climbing the ladder. Seoul strengthened the republic by removing the institutions and symbols of the former kingdom from society. Now, I would like that, but I want them to be put in a museum if it was me. Things were also looking up for the country as massive economic boom continued, and people were happy as they'd been in a decade. Election comes, and it was decided. It's a dictatorship, though. The preparation of the most comprehensive trade agreement with Galnalia was occupying most of your personal time, but your significant contribution to trade talks triggered an invitation to meet President. Who offered you a key position. I would accept right away. As the youngest MP, it was difficult to connect with the influential inner circle. You need allies, so you brought Peter as your right-hand man. The birth of your son, Frank, provided a brief moment of joy and relief. Oh. Cracks are beginning to show. President Sol barely secured a majority in the election against opposing opposition leader. Over the past year, people were growing discontent with corruption and worsening quality of life. Meanwhile, calls for a united Sutherland Party Congress became louder as leadership struggle started to brew. You joined the internal opposition, but he didn't. You gave your support to a reformist and talented businessman, but he didn't approach me. I'm trying to overthrow the government. I guess that's fine. Banners of the United Switzerland are decorated in every possible spot. I'm waiting for the. Okay. Unfortunately, Sol lost. During the Congress, Sol announced his retirement from politics. I was troubled. A month later, your daughter was born. Monica named her Dina. She motivated you during a terminus period in the party. The general elections were approaching. The United Sutherland Party was under the new leadership of campaigned. During the general elections, oh. You guys can pause and read that if you want, but you can pause and read that if you want, but I'm not doing it. Did your best in order to make tried all that was necessary to climb up the ladder. I need power. President of all, so they just reformed a lot. The other parties announced their bids for the 1953 election, but the unfair system hampered all opposition efforts. You thought that your party could not survive another crisis. Yeah, I don't think they can. This party will fall. Nothing happened during 1939. I know it's a different world, but yeah. Ooh, we're a new wing in the party. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm gonna be president. Democratic reforms. But I guess I'm dead. It's time to face the truth. Guys, we're gonna be president, or we might lose, but we might be president. Come on, it's loading. Am I president? Or I'm president and I look like a communist. So let's change that. '20s, gentlemen. You know what? Let's go with gentleman. No, let's just go with gentleman. Facial hair. Ooh, I like Duchat just because I am one. Yes. Signature default. And see Sutherland's first. Accessories. Guys, black glasses. Office. This office. Okay. Promises. Ooh, this is a political game. Let's go. As in time, you made many promises to people of Sutherland in order to gain their votes. They must be considered very careful. Sutherland's economy has been based on planned doctrine since it was formation until the former president. I like free market. Yeah, free market. Diplomacy. The intensifying global rivalry between capitalists and communists in the East is opening west. We're definitely going west. Immigration, relax, tighten, do we have... Okay, well, I'd rather just do one, but I guess we're tightening. And team focus, health, education, law and order, military. Let's go with education, because I could not. Okay, yeah, and now that I was about to be sworn in as the 4th president, thousands were watching the inauguration ceremony, chanting my name, Antonio Rain. Die was cast, and the story began. In the distance, the Maroon Palace stood on top of the famous Hill of Pride. I had no way of knowing what the future awaited me there. I looked at my family, my son and daughter, Frank and Dana, next to Monica, my wife. Her eyes were glimmering with pride. Then I turned towards the key, people who made it possible, of course. Each individual was promised an important position in my cabinet. As my thoughts slowly faded away, the reality of the situation dawned on me. Otis Hawker, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, was waiting for me. Time for the oath has come. I am ready. I feel connected to this character already. Please repeat after me. I do solemnly swear. I do solemnly swear that I will respectfully execute the office of the President of and do my best ability to preserve and defend. Do the best of my ability to serve and defend the people and the Constitution. You may now deliver your inauguration speech, Mr. President. It's not. Thank you. It's an honor. It's an honor. It's an honor, sir. Let's do this. My fellow swords. We are the swords. The crowd looked very eager to listen. The idea of the unity. Do we want to push the idea of unity? No. Well, maybe yes, but no. The current dire situation, change and hope. Change and hope. You, the people, have chosen together. We will bring prosperity and reform the nation. It's a time of hope and it's a time of change. If we stand together, we will prevail. The issues that are capable. If we stand together, we prevail. In the past, there has been times of survival, times of conflict, and economic hardship too. But whenever we stood together, we prevailed. I actually really like this game. I promise you, we will stop the recession and eliminate poverty. The future awaits us. It's time we turn our faces to the west. First, we must rewrite our broken constitution from 1929. It's time for a united, powerful Swordland once again. Change now, not in the next decade of years. Today. Yeah, because it's been a dictatorship so far. Raise fist, wave. Took a long look at the people of Swordland to burn this moment into my memory. When the presidential guards came by to notify me that it was time to leave, I made my way to the leading car and the motorcycle. Presidential state car was a jet black Cadillac with flags of Swordland above the front, headlights next to it. A man was holding the door. Hello, Mr. President. Still under the effect of the speech, I made hearing my new title made me smile. If you will allow me to introduce myself, I am Serge, your new driver. Nice to meet you, Serge. It's an honor. He respectfully bowed his head before opening the car door and gesturing inside. I entered the car. We will be heading towards the palace. Okay. This is amazing. I love this game so much. And I know a lot of people would be like, this game sucks, but for me, I love it. Isn't it a beauty? The Maroon Palace. He was right. Sunlight glinted off the palace, many maroon-colored domes so bright that I had to look away. Every time I look at it, I am reminded of my duty to this nation. It's in good hands now. So do I, Serge. It's the beating heart of the nation, after all. We owe a great debt to the men who led the country from here. Yeah, so do I, Serge. Yep. It's the beating heart of the nation. Well said, Mr. President. Love this. Have a great day, Mr. President. Amorga was... What does that even mean? You've heard the famous sword of trade from the times of a revolution. Victor, which meant morning will come, victory is close. You know what? I like that. Morning will come, victory is close. Victims das. I made my way upstairs through the extravagant corridors of the palace. Marble and engraved, the wooden finishes decorated the interior. My footsteps echoed in the colossal halls. The guards bowed their heads in respect as I opened the massive doors to my new office. What in the world? Okay, so, wait, where are we? Okay, so this is... Wait, where's our... Is this just a map of our country and all? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's look here first. Come back and smile. We did it, Anton. We finally won after all those years with our noses to the grindstone paid off. Let's go. Join the new secretary I picked out for you. That you'd appreciate your good set of just slip password. But hey, back in university, did you ever imagine we'd be sitting here in the Maroon Palace? We have to celebrate this great victory. Let's celebrate then. I got my hands on something special. Ooh, 30 years. Wait, For a second, I thought they were talking about wine, but now I'm not sure. Just hanging in there. Yeah, this part. Yeah. Because that doesn't seem illegal. Evelyn hopes to congratulate you in person there. Good to know. It's been some time since I last saw her. I'm sure the kids will lose here. And Uncle Peter for her first time as vice president. It's great to hear. It's crazy how fast the two have grown up. You are a good father. I didn't spend time with them. I just did president stuff. Well, not president stuff, but political things. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh, a person is here. Oh, my chief strategist, the war guy. Sharp bird-like features. A glass of water. Gentleman. just sits down, pours a glass of water, gentleman. Doesn't say anything else. He just says gentleman. Damn, you're exactly on time. Pull up here. Ooh, what is he? How are you? Let's not waste any time. Looking, how are you? I am ready and able, sir. Dude, I am scared of this guy. Let's start by evaluating our current situation. The majority of the source people demand change. They are more concerned about the economy than the Constitution, but they blame the system for their problems. People are losing their trust in our democracy. Why do you think radicals like Bernard, he's the richest guy, Bernard, are becoming more popular? Everyone's expecting us to bring change. The last government did not. Franz Richard, leader of the Reformists, believes that true change can only be accomplished by transferring some of our powers to the Assembly. I'll move into details of the demands shortly. I agree with the Reformist responsibilities to democratize are broke. I'll be back. I will be back. Okay, we're back, and this is gonna be a hard thing. We need to listen to people if we want to serve this country. If we lose power, we won't be able to execute changes we need to make for good of the country. I agree with the Reformists. Let's go with the Reformists. I agree with That's exactly what we campaigned for. A true change that will move the country forward. We will need many allies against the old guard in the government. Okay, oh no. We don't want this. They could do a tripartisan majority. They could get a tripartisan Washington thing. The USP reformers aren't wrong to agree that we need change, but we should be in charge. Yeah, that. Because they aren't wrong, but we need to be in charge. That's the thing. We can't let the PFJP leadership take the spotlight on this. I don't even know what these parties are, but it's okay. The reformist demands are clear. They want to limit the president's veto powers and ensure the Supreme Court is independent and take away the court's right to vote on the constitutional amendments. Like, I think our powers are a little bit more than the current United States president, so that's fine. I agree. We can't ignore the winds of change after all. The old guard will do its best to preserve the Constitution. Chief Justice, okay. Justices and allied judges. Well, the Supreme Court can't, do some stuff. Yeah. The court has that power. We'll need a comprehensive bill to balance. I don't like this though. The old guard doesn't matter. The old guard is I don't know, evil, I guess. Like in my eyes, at least. Oh no. No can't allow factions to exist. We can't underestimate the situation. Because the Constitution is meant to be vague. You have the power. Good to know. Power to reform the Constitution must receive a 2/3 majority in the Grand National Assembly, which is 166 votes, and a simple majority in the Supreme Court that equals to 6 votes. Dang. After we have settled on how to proceed, we need to talk with our party figures. Our first goal must be to get 150 signatures needed to start the process. Following the green light from USP, we'll reach out to the other party leaders to see if they would back our draft. The last step is to convince the justices of the court. Dang. I don't think the U.S. Constitution can be changed, but would it be this hard as well? Yeah. Internally, don't forget the promise is what got us elected. Yeah, the whole thing is the previous government was a dictatorship in this game, so I'm gonna fix that and undictatorship everything. Yeah. There are two. First, the Supreme Court will no longer vote on constitutional amendments. Second, the president's absolute veto will be taken away. Nah. I have no problems. I'd rather not include either of these. Yes. Will not be accepted by the reformers. This draft has been created by both our party and keeping your absolute veto over legislation, but taking away the Supreme Court's influence over the Assembly would make it look like a power grab. The reformists are pretty loud about their thoughts on the presidential powers, Aton. They think this position breeds dictators. I don't care what they think. We can handle them. Right. We need to address other more important problems too. I am not giving up the veto. Because it's an absolute veto, and vetoes can be overturned. What are your intentions, sir? You must strengthen the state by removing the power of the old guard. The president needs to be able to exercise his power with ease to maintain stability. I want to minimize damage to my seat. No. We must strengthen the state by removing the old guard. The state is powerful as it is. The question is, how do you approach these constitutions? We must draft a bill with more executive powers. Executive power. Very well, we will begin to explore how realistically pass such a constitutional change. We will form a reform committee and start talking with all stakeholders in the assembly and the court to see if such changes to the constitution would be possible. By later in the year, we should know more about the reform committee and how to balance clauses in the new constitution. Okay, I want to get out of this. You know what? I'm gonna skip some of it because the video's long. So I was just gonna go through this whole thing, but nah, the video's already too long, and this thing is probably super long, so I'm gonna end the video there.